Never mind.
Oh,
All right. I don't need to explain myself.
Oh, really?
You like leaned all the way over and like, you didn't know?
I thought that was like everybody's
common knowledge.
Like, favorite fact was that was the same guy that played Khan, because I remember thinking, wow, that is so different from Fantasy Island. He's actually hot in this one.
He was the creepy guy in the white suit in the other.
Right.
I can't believe it. You know, what was he then? He was pushing 70 when he did that movie, when he did that Star Trek movie, and how insanely buff he got. It was crazy.
Kind of like me.
Yes, Jeff, exactly. Let's zoom in on Jeff so everybody can see what it looks like to be that buff.
Oh, yeah.
All right. Can you flex for us, Jeff? Oh, my gosh. I think something just broke.
It was his hip.
There goes that hip again.
I love webcams. If you're not watching on a camera, you're missing out.
Oh, yeah.
Just saying.
Oh, boy. Yes, you are.
Flexing and all that kind of stuff, right?
Oh, and to finish up from the last break,
Yes.
Brandon made it to the coffee shop and back, because I ran a stopwatch on him. 3 minutes and 40 seconds.
He broke the 4-minute barrier. All right.
Yeah, that's an amazing like mile time.
That's 4-minute mile.
Wow.
Yeah, so
It's not a tumor.
so I'm wondering, does she see you walk in the door and go, oh my gosh, I got to get you in and out really fast?
Oh, no, I was just the first one in line.
Oh, okay.
I thought you might have some special clout. You'd say, I'm on the air.
Well,
And their timing.
Yeah, we
like
got
I
to
don't
the
need to
back
order
door.
anymore. Like, she just like, oh, hey, here's your coffee.
All right. Because you get the same thing every time?
Yes, same thing
I
every
love
time.
that. I love that. They know me like that out at Spoko. they set up the exact right pack of cigarettes and bottle.
Oh, Scott, here you go.
It's Scott. Get in the back, quick.
Did
You
I
know,
tell?
yeah, I have people I do that for too, though. When I see their rigs pull up, I'm like, oh yeah, I know what they want. Grab it, have it sitting on. They're like, yep, that was it.
I was just joking, though, mostly.
Hey, look at Mooch.
All right, what?
I see Mooch. I see the Mooch money lady.
Yeah, Mooch is waiting for somebody to come through the door and buy some raffle tickets this morning.
she
She's
is.
getting really frustrated. It's a great way to pet the cat.
Yeah.
A whole family got to meet her last week. It was pretty cool. All right. So we're gonna start off before we get into birthdays. I know Brandon's got an itchy trigger finger,
Let him go.
so just put that down, because we're gonna catch up where we left off when you wanted to run and impress us all. Mr. Jeff Newman coming back today from the Kchw Chamber of Commerce Friday morning meeting. What do you know, Jeff?
Hey, good morning, listeners.
This is the best news update ever.
This is
OG, the DJ. That's OG for old guy, coming at you from Northern Lights Public Radio, KCHW Chewita. I want to remind everybody that 49 degrees is closed for the season. But wait,
there's no ski.
Wait, there's more. There's more.
There's more.
It's open for snowmobiles. There is signage around up there, so yeah, go check it out. You can go take your snowmobile up there. A couple other things coming up. The citywide. Now this is later on April 27th, but they're making a big push on getting the city cleaned up. So. That's from, I think, like 8 to 12 on Saturday, meeting the Napa parking lot. They need your involvement, folks. The golf course opens tomorrow. Boom, shakalaka.
In the 80% chance of rain.
Oh, yeah. Fun,
Jeff's going to be up there.
I know a couple people that will be up there regardless.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah,
Just-
sure. Opening day.
Yeah,
You
it doesn't
betcha.
matter.
And actually, I think that's about it for now. We got a bunch of stuff coming up in May, but I think we'll hold off on some of that, huh?
All right. A couple teases, though. We do have, I know, tonight at the Kchw Center for the Arts. It's the family stage time family prom.
It is.
Where the whole family can dress up and go out and dance tonight,
Yes.
enjoy treats and all that kind of stuff. Then next Friday night is the comedy show, Nothing to Lose Productions, hosted by Brandon and Scott, who have not prepared anything
We've
for the
totally
show.
prepared for that.
Yep. We have not prepared anything. We'll just do shtick.
Hey,
We'll just grab the prep sheet from a morning that week, and we'll just do that live.
There you go.
Come here, babe.
All right.
there's the
Look at that.
So, yeah, that's about it. Here comes
Stay away from my Switch.
Get over there.
All right.
Oh, did you bring your Nintendo in the studio with
I take
you?
it everywhere. Actually, Morgan this morning was like, why do you take that to work? And I'm like, well, I use the fast internet down there to download games. But
Don't tell the boss.
apparently a 30-year-old shouldn't be walking around with a Nintendo Switch. Apparently it's frowned upon in society.
It's like smoking. Look at
That's
that guy.
funny.
Look at that guy. All right, so we got the prom.
Yeah, we
and
got the
then
prom.
next Saturday or next Friday we have the comedy show. That Saturday morning is citywide cleanup and talent show auditions. So
Oh,
downtown is going to be,
okay, yeah.
and that happens every year. We do the talent show. Citywide cleanup is on one of the tryout days, and it makes with that going on and the cleanup. There's just people everywhere. It's an awesome morning at
Yeah.
Chula.
Oh, yeah. It'll be
Lots
fun.
of-
They're going to have lunch afterwards, all that stuff. Lunch is at Wandermere this year, so they changed that. But, yeah,
At
it's going to be fun.
Wandermere.
Yeah, Wandermere.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay.
Windermere.
The Windermere.
Yeah, Windermere.
They're not
Oh.
driving to Spokane.
Windermere? No.
There's 9 there.
You're confusing me.
And I'm easily confused.
She was rubbing her. Yes, look at that. She's
that.
rubbing all over your bags, Brandon.
You got action, buddy.
Wow. All right,
She
Brandon,
is just
bail us out of this
loving
one with some
his
birthday.
bag.
Right. Happy birthday today, Joey Culverwell, Lana Skoke, Caitlin McKenna, and Jessica Setti.
Oh, nice.
All right, Jessica.
And then if you wake up tomorrow, happy birthday, Michaela Thomason and Tanika Smith.
Okay.
And that's it. That's
All right.
it. That's
Nothing
it for
on Sunday?
birthdays. No. No
All right.
birthdays on Sunday.
What?
All right.
No.
All right.
That's it.
People you know and love, and you can pick on.
Point
all
at
right?
'em.
And point at them.
Yeah.
Tell them we were talking about them on the radio.
That's
Why
right.
don't they put ages on these?
That'd be embarrassing, huh? Fun.
Oh, whatever. Age is just a number.
Let's just make some up.
Yeah. 82.
Like we did lunch. We did
Hey,
that.
I
Yeah,
forgot
yeah.
how old I am.
But-
We made up lunch last week, lunch and breakfast.
We
On
did.
the
That was fun.
upside, my
Yes?
birthday is a little over a week away.
Oh,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
What day is it on? What day?
It's on the 21st.
No, what day?
Can you put somebody
on
put that
Sunday.
on? Can somebody
Oh,
put
on
that on the
Sunday?
calendar, or we'll
Sunday the
forget it?
21st.
The 21st.
Put,
okay.
put your own birthday on the calendar.
I don't have a. Do you have? Somebody have a
21st.
pen?
Right behind you.
Do it in
Scott.
blood.
Do in blood?
Yeah, we want it in blood.
Oh, wait, what pen is that?
All right. Celebrity birthdays.
Terrifying.
Ed O'Neill from Modern Family, 73. Dan Loria from The Wonder Years, 72. David Letterman turning 72 today as well. Andy Garcia, 63. Shannon Doherty, 48. Claire Danes, she's beautiful, 40. I love that music. I'm not into chick flicks, but that movie Stardust,
I haven't
that
seen
Claire
it.
Danes was, that was a good flick. I'm
Yeah,
sure.
that was so good. Yep.
Yep,
I
yep,
like
yep.
that movie
Yeah.
They had to
too.
jump
So
over the
good.
wall.
What was it called? Stardust?
I don't know.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
yeah.
on Netflix.
You never saw it, did you, Brandon?
No.
You just chiming in.
I
Oh,
liked
that's
it.
a good movie. I liked it.
I've watched
Exactly.
it a few times.
Academy Awards.
It's
All right.
cute.
Yeah, it's cute. I like
Gene
it.
Jones is up with special events. And
Oh,
Gene,
boy.
are you going to hit the ones for Saturday and Sunday too? Are you prepared for this?
Oh, I forgot about checking those, but I can go to them really easy.
All right.
So for today, we have Deer Day, which is Drop Everything and Read Day.
All right.
I like
Library
that
will like
idea.
that.
A
Yeah.
newspaper.
I like that.
And the
Oh,
newspaper.
Yeah.
Good job, Brandon. Grilled Cheese Sandwich Day. Yum.
Ooh.
Okay, so
American or Swiss?
I like to do American and Colby, and then put some onions, some grilled onions in it. Oh, yeah. That's good stuff.
We'll be
or,
right back after this brief intermission.
or fry up some Spam,
Oh,
and then
Spam.
put it in there in the grilled cheese sandwich. Oh,
Bring on the bacon.
yeah. All right.
Well, let's
Sorry.
just let him talk about food for like 20 minutes.
Back to your regular programming.
And moving on with more food, it's Licorice Day.
Ooh.
So,
Red or black?
Matt,
Now you can get grape, you can get sour apple, you
Oh,
can get all
yeah.
sorts of
Root
stuff.
beer, root beer.
black licorice, but it's got to be real black licorice, not the Twizzlers
I
kind.
imagine you dig your licorice root out of the ground and just...
It's natural licorice.
I would.
She would, I knew it.
I would.
I love it. I love it.
I totally would. 'Cause it would
You
be
see,
good for you.
It's funny because she's kind of like a dog. That she, like, you'll see her and she's all like bent over in the brush, and then you see dirt flying out, and then she comes up and she goes, licorice.
Well, I was
Actually,
eating,
licorice root tastes like licorice.
Yeah.
Like black licorice, and has a very calming, soothing effect, doesn't it?
Speaking of
But does
licorice,
it come in the red vine box? Too?
No.
That you have to tear open?
No.
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 Okay.
Nope. You just got to wipe the dirt off on your clothes and then eat
I bet
it.
Gene would like ouzo.
I would like what?
Ouzo.
What's ouzo?
What is it?
It's a Greek liqueur that tastes like
Like
black
licorice.
licorice on
yeah.
fire.
Yes.
Ooh.
Ah,
You can't even buy that stuff.
Delicious
too many
licorice
places.
in the delicious licorice in the mouth, burning in
Oh
the
yeah,
tummy.
I think it's
Yeah,
like 90 proof.
who
or
doesn't
something.
like that 90
Oh,
proof
man.
alcohol? Burning.
Maybe I could use it in a tincture.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure
There you go.
What are you doing? I'm
Tincture
making
me.
tinctures.
Tincture me up.
I've been making tinctures all day.
Well, you can imagine. So there was, I don't know if I ever told everybody on air about this, but there was this like special sale on vodka at Safeway.
Yes.
It was like last fall or something. And so I was getting ready to make my elderberry tinctures and cough syrups and whatnot. And that's the base. And so I walked out of Safeway with, 2 gallons worth of vodka underneath my arms. And people are looking at me going,
Uh-oh.
is there, Gene, are you okay? Is everything okay?
I was in line, and it was really funny because this one lady leaned over the other way, and she goes, "She's converting to Catholicism." She used to be Mormon. Now it's okay to walk around with a case of vodka.
Catholic here. Yep.
Yeah, it's funny the looks I got with 2 gallons worth of vodka. They were
When
like,
I was
"What?"
when I was a kid, my dad, we were Lutheran. And went to the Lutheran church here in Kchw, and but my dad was friends with the local Catholic priest at the time, and I'd always think it was funny because I can't remember, be some day on the way, it was probably Saturday afternoons or something. He would always come over, and he'd still have his collar on, and he'd have his 6-pack. And him and Dad would hang out.
Perfect. Sign me
I
up.
like it.
He was trying to convert your dad. It was all in the name of, trying to convert someone.
All in the name of fun.
All right, my
Bud
last
Light.
goofy holiday for today would be Teach Children to Save Day.
That's a tough one.
That is, but, I've been doing a lot of budgeting lately, and I have my youngest that's 14 helping me with it. He helps me keep track of everything, all my expenditures, and, it's good money managing stuff, so I highly recommend it. Get your kids involved.
All right.
And then for Saturday, Goofy Holidays, we have Scrabble Day.
You don't like Scrabble?
Scrabble mind games.
It's Thomas Jefferson Day.
What is Thomas Jefferson Day?
Yeah.
Do we just sit around and write a lot? Is that what happens?
I guess. I don't know.
How do you
write
celebrate
cool stuff.
Thomas Jefferson Day?
I don't know. He did a lot of other things, too.
What did he do?
We don't want to go there, Brent.
Oh, okay.
Okay, Plant Appreciation Day.
Oh,
I
Yeah.
appreciate
talk
plants.
to him.
I do
Talk to
too.
him.
And then this is something you guys can all appreciate, Peach Cobbler Day. Yum. And then on Sunday, it's a day for me. It's Dictionary Day.
Uh-oh.
Oh, more exciting time in the Jones house.
We need a thesaurus.
Case of vodka and a dictionary.
Yeah, I know, right?
All day.
Well, my dictionary set that I have at home, it's not like the one
set?
book.
Yeah.
I have 2 thick books that are like 3 inches thick each.
Oh.
That's my dictionary.
She made it for 7 hours, but got hung up on superfragilisticexpialidocious.
Is it the updated dictionary? Up to date?
Unabridged.
Yeah, unabridged. Yeah.
Yeah, all I know,
King
I've
James
had that
version?
set since I've had
I
this
use the King
dictionary-
James version of the dictionary.
No, I've had this dictionary set since I was a kid.
Oh, wow.
So,
So
yeah.
it's Old Testament.
Oh, hey, look, it's Dolphin Day.
Oh.
And Ex-Spouse Day. You got 3 of those, Scott.
Oh. Oh, yeah, I think I'm a dolphin.
And then National...
Ex-Spouse Day?
Ex-Spouse
You know what?
Day.
This is going to ruin my Sunday. What are you supposed to do on Ex-Spouse Day? And I got 3 of them to take care of.
Just celebrate that they are your exes, I guess.
Oh, wow. Wow. And after 3 ex-wives?
I check myself for holes, but just the usual ones.
Sadly, you can't say all your exes live in Texas. So.
I got one that lives there, yeah.
And I used to hear this all the time.
You are the biggest fool I have ever known.
All right. Thanks for that, Gene.
Yeah, National Gardening Day on Sunday.
Oh,
All right.
good.
And it's Look Up at the Sky Day.
During a solar eclipse?
Oh.
Don't listen to Brandon. He is not a doctor.
And then it's Pecan Day.
Oh, I'm with Brandon on that. Ew. Sorry if you're a pecan farmer, but ew.
Pecan pie.
Yeah.
It's disgusting.
And some people love it.
Yeah. It's way too sweet and gross for me.
And it is so sweet. I've thrown out this fact before. Do you remember? The amount of fat in a pecan pie is equal to like 26 hamburgers.
Well, see,
my
So sit down and
Oh,
eat
yeah.
the whole thing in one sitting and go.
I'm eating hamburgers. I'm being healthy.
There you go.
Yeah. So there was
Not only
this
hamburgers, old burgers, right?
Oh, burgers,
I
the
had-
healthiest.
Yeah, I had somebody bring me I guess it's a praline or something that they sell at Acres. And oh my gosh, that was so good. It was addicting. And that was with pecans. And I didn't.
Had never had it before, huh?
Yeah, and it was so good. I told myself I'm just going to eat a little piece. Oh no, I ate the whole thing.
Oh, boy.
And then I cried.
Yeah. Yep. So that's it for the Goofy Holidays.
All right, thank you so much. Number for the day, 1,517. It's the number of robocalls made each second.
What?
Each second, 1,500 robocalls happening across the country.
And anytime I hear the word robocall, I feel like RoboCop is
Yeah.
calling somebody.
I wish we could get RoboCop to take care of all the people making the robocalls.
I just really like hanging up on them. Or something else that's really, really fun to do if you actually get a telemarketer and you know it's a telemarketer and you don't want to talk to them, scream really loud into the phone.
Oh.
And then hang it up.
That'd be
is
fun.
Fun.
And then you find out it was actually your doctor.
Oh, well, I hate you. So yeah, I've done that. My kids are like, "Oh, hey, wait for it. It's coming, and then they, because they know when I get
And then
it.
911 shows up. We had a report that there was screaming at this residence. All right, 1982 is where we start off in history
Oh,
today.
yes,
It
let's-
happened today. Excuse me, 1892.
Yeah. It's a little bit different, Scott.
It is,
1892.
like 100 years. First portable typewriter was patented in 1892 on this day, the 12th.
Did it have
Of
Windows
April.
7?
It did.
Oh, perfect.
No, it was Windows 2000. I hung up all the time. 1954, Bill Haley and the Comets recorded Rock Around the Clock in New York City. Initially, it was unsuccessful. Nobody liked the song. Recording would then help later on launch the rock and roll revolution a year later
So it took a whole year for that one to
to
take
catch
off.
on.
Yeah, the movie probably.
All right, 1955, polio vaccine developed by Jonas Salk was declared safe and effective.
Yeah, right.
Oh, boy.
Come
Here
on.
we go. Here we go.
I'd like to hear the commercial for that one. 1961, Yuri Gagarin became the first man to fly in space, and he was Russian.
Allegedly.
Oh, very Russian.
Allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly.
Allegedly. Very Russian.
Yes, but his wife was Polish.
I'm from Russia.
Oh, no.
All right, 1999, American President Bill Clinton was cited for contempt of court for giving intentionally false statements in the Paula Jones sexual harassment civil lawsuit.
Wait. So they're all acting like Trump was the first one to have these issues, but hello.
What?
I think,
What?
I
Bill
think-
Clinton? What?
And back to Thomas Jefferson.
No, that all goes all the way back to Hoover, but he was dressing like a girl and harassing the men. So
Well, if you think
Yeah.
about it, how many presidential perverts have there been?
How many
Honestly.
presidential perverts have been?
that should be, instead of the mooch calendar, that's what we'll do for a calendar.
Presidential perverts?
If you think about it,
Inappropriate presidential behavior.
yes, there you go.
right.
I like my word for it better.
Too many P's. All right, 1999, a 75-year-old German war veteran apologized to an 87-year-old French woman for stealing her ham during the war in 1944.
Oh, how sweet.
Hans Kupfer-Fahrenberg.
Boy,
That really rolls off the tongue.
Let me try it. Hans Kupfer-Fahrenberg
There you
says he was retreating in Normandy and was starving, but he never felt right about stealing Louise Marie's ham. 55 years later, returned to Normandy, found her, and bought her another ham.
oh, that's sweet.
2007, in California, man charged with stealing an ATM was caught when his artificial leg fell off.
I hate when that happens.
Oh my God.
That's what I say. Follow the trail of body parts.
Let me guess. His name was Stumpy.
Oh, goodness.
Wow. Wow.
He really didn't have a leg up on the law enforcement.
You guys are so inappropriate. Wow. That's a step too far.
That's one for the Gipper.
If you guys keep making these jokes, I am crawling off.
So was he wearing one red shoe?
Oh, wow.
That's horrible.
Run, Forrest, run.
I did see the coolest thing a couple of Chautauquas ago, though. There was a guy who was missing a leg. And it was like right after maybe the last Pirates of the Caribbean movie. And he actually has a peg leg.
Oh, that's
And his
awesome.
peg leg was like painted old school blue, and he had a matching kerchief on his head, and just, you know, the jeans he was wearing and the vest and stuff, he just looked very pirate. And he's walking through the park, and the children are following him, and just in amazement. And they were, because he looked like a real pirate. But it was just, the little ones were just amazed. It was very cool.
Yeah.
And I thought, how cool is that to just own it?
Yeah.
I love it.
That is cool. But, I mean, this guy, the only reason we feel totally fine with making jokes at his expense is because he's a criminal.
That's true.
He's a criminal.
Yeah,
He
bad
deserves
guy.
it at this point.
Yeah, he's a bad guy.
Really needs to put a foot in his mouth.
Oh, and on we go.
That's how
Then he
they...
wouldn't have a leg to stand on.
Oh, yeah, true.
Oh, that's how they caught him. 2007, the Forever stamp went on sale. Yay! It would have been better if it would have stayed forever 40 cents.
Easy branded.
Yeah.
All right, 2009 after. I wonder if anybody, when they went on sale, the Forever stamps, if they bought like $2 million worth of Forever stamps or something.
This is going to work.
I know it. This is going to pay off in a big way. 2009, after months of anticipation, a 6-month-old Portuguese water dog named Bo was introduced to his new home, the White House.
Okay.
All right.
Fun.
That was very
Woohoo.
unclimactic.
Very
Hey,
anticlimactic.
we're really late, so you know what we're doing, kids? We are just going to jump right in to odd news. Why even pause?
With no pre-reading.
No pre-reading, Gene. You are going to have to wing it!
Slap some bacon on a biscuit and let's go. We're burning daylight.
It's the world of strange. A world gone wacky.
Out here, due process is a bullet.
And some of the scariest people on the planet.
I think you're bluffing. Be afraid. You know, you look mighty pretty when you get mad.
It's your odd news on KCHW.
Just sit back and enjoy the show.
Now that's a climax, right? Here we go. It's the news attack, and to kick it off, it's Mr. Brandon Hanson, and just stumble along with us because we're all reading this unpre-read just to show you how cool we are.
So, an American Airlines flight leaving JFK was forced to turn back after it clipped a runway sign on the takeoff.
Oh,
Yeah,
scary.
man. What's that going to do to the pilot's insurance premium?
Deputy in North Carolina wanted to win back his ex-girlfriend, so he planted heroin and meth on her in her current boyfriend's car.
Oh, nice.
I like this guy. So obviously he had lost his girlfriend and his common sense.
I think he lacked it
kidding.
beforehand, apparently.
Apparently.
Yeah.
So, guess what? National elections are underway in India. But it's going to take a long time to complete because the country has some 900 million eligible voters.
Wow.
Yeah, the election is so big that Russia has had to hire extra hackers.
It's funny since nobody likes her here. Hillary actually running in India. Let's see. According to a new study, people who have to wear fake smiles on their faces at work have trouble stopping after work. And just keep grinning. Good news is on the way, though, that on the way home, they hardly ever get into road rage incidents. Perma-smile.
Switzerland announced that it will no longer maintain a national stockpile of emergency coffee for times of disaster.
Oh, yeah, bummer.
The only thing worse than waking up to the end of the world is waking up to the end of the world surrounded by really grumpy people.
I'm so addicted to coffee. I fear for what would happen if coffee stopped flowing.
Oh, don't talk like that, Scott.
Well, what if it did?
Don't.
Yeah. Upstate New York's where we go next, where a woman said she wrecked her car because of a spider. Woman
I
and the
can believe
spider.
it.
Yes, woman and the spider got into a fight when it tried to change radio stations from KCHW to that other one you can pick up here.
That only other radio
The
station.
only other one you can pick up. All right.
Yeah.
Heads turned on the sidewalks of Paris when someone drove down the street in a vehicle made to look like a giant sneaker. Unfortunately, the laces came loose and tied up traffic for hours.
Remember, the first part is true and the second part is fake. We forgot to tell you that.
No, it's real.
It's real. Seems that after those ranchers brought a steer into the Petco the other month.
Oh, yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yes, everyone else has been trying to do a similar stunt.
Oh.
You know, for example, in Michigan, someone just brought in a camel to a Petco.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
true.
would totally take a horse in.
One humps or two?
I didn't see the picture.
The camel's name was Albert. So Albert the camel had how many humps?
2 humps.
There we go.
All right. These incidents are great for free publicity for Petco, but an incredible amount of extra work for the guy who mops the floors.
Yeah, can you imagine?
A company in Dubai claimed a new world record with a perfume bottle decorated with 3,571 diamonds.
Just on the bottle.
Just on the bottle. The fragrance cost $1.3 million per bottle.
Whoa.
Wow.
Yeah, so now you don't have to settle for looking stupid. You can also smell stupid.
Look at my new perfume bottle. I didn't know stupid had a scent.
60% of the time, it works all the time.
That doesn't make sense. Veteran firefighter in Rhode Island is on leave after he accepted a dare and walked into a 7-Eleven naked.
Oh, I have more on that story, too. I have more on that one.
All right. For the cashier, the good news was he could relax, knowing that there was no place for a naked guy to hide a gun.
But not true.
What do you do? Clench really tight and hold?
Yes. Oh, no. It's a small gun. Conceal carry.
Have you seen those little guns that are like the size of a credit card?
No one is going to try to disarm you.
I'm not going for that.
Drop your weapon.
Clink. He didn't move.
Unclench the cheeks.
Unclench the cheeks, Brandon. It's time for Wacky But True with Gene Jones. I don't know. I'm actually redder than him.
Well, I have more on that story later,
Okay.
too. So, all right, you need to watch what you say about weight around kids, apparently. A study links what parents said about weight to a child's self-esteem. They're concerned about weight gain and the number of times a child will diet. Boys and girls were influenced by their parents' views, but the boys were only impacted by what dad said. Researchers recommend parents avoid talking about weight and body shape in front of the kids and focus on healthy eating habits and exercise for fun and fitness instead. That's like conversations that go on in my house, isn't it?
Yeah, you were just talking about that.
I was.
Of course I'm no happy. Look at me, I'm a big fat slob. I've got more sins than a Chinese phone book.
Sorry.
Oh, Austin Powers.
And speaking of China, I know this sounds like it would be something that would be coming from Florida, but it's China.
Oh,
Okay.
dang.
A man was walking by a car and noticed a plump rooster in the passenger seat. It was a fancy show rooster worth about $500. The man snatched it up and took it home and ate it.
Oh, so he stole it and ate it?
He stole it and ate it. A $500 chicken. I bet it tastes good. $500 chicken.
Chewy. I overcooked it.
Little screaming.
All right. I don't have any sound effects. So just keep
Anybody
going.
want some KFC right now?
All right, so more on that story that you were talking about. A Rhode Island firefighter was dared by his girlfriend to strip naked in the middle of the day and go for a stroll into a 7-Eleven. The owner of the 7-Eleven said the man had a smile on his face, purchased a soda, and left in a car. The car, with 2 fully clothed occupants, was pulled over, and the 29-year-old passenger said she dared her boyfriend, the 60-year-old firefighter, to go into the store nude because it was legal. He said it was legal in Rhode Island. Naked firefighter man has been placed on paid administrative leave.
Wow, if that happened to Gene and Heiko,
He's here! My mystery date!
Well, all I can say is maybe that 60-year-old firefighter had an amazing physique. Just saying.
I'm not going to think about
How
it.
did that dare go?
Well, I'm just sitting there thinking, how does this go? 60-year-old firefighter and 29-year-old girlfriend.
No.
Yeah.
6-year-old.
Party on, guy. Party on, Wayne.
He must have had it going on. Just saying.
He's a firefighter.
Yeah,
all he
he's
has
a
to-
firefighter,
All he
yeah.
has to do is put on the uniform.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Women like a man in uniform.
I
don't
troll
they?
the streets that way all the time. Doesn't work for me, though.
That's because
Your
you-
radio station uniform doesn't.
Who's the freak with the antenna on his head?
No.
Tinfoil.
And tinfoil.
That's not an antenna. Yeah.
No, it's because he was in his Batman tank top.
His Batman thing.
Somebody has to keep the citizens safe.
I imagine KCHW uniforms being like the bowling uniforms off of The Big Lebowski.
Oh, sweet.
So like something in a tutu?
Yes.
I've got the perfect shirt at home tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm wearing it.
Okay.
I might wear something weird tomorrow too.
Okay.
Just a teaser.
Just a teaser.
I'm just wearing something warm because it's going to be raining. While you guys are all freezing your little keisters off, I'm going to be nice and warm.
Is there going to be an umbrella or something?
Tents.
We'll have some
we'll have tents. Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'm good then.
All right, tents.
All right, on with my stories. Now I'm to the ones that I haven't pre-read, so this is going to get interesting.
All right.
A Brazilian man was shocked to hear that his phone bill was $43 million. The bank called to ask how he wanted to pay the bill, which was usually withdrawn automatically from his checking account. The man then called his phone company, and they quickly resent another bill, but this time for only $31.
Wow.
That's a big difference.
So
Cleaned out his account.
The fact that the bank actually believed that whole $43 million phone bill, though.
Well.
What idiots.
And maybe he had some surcharges. I don't know.
I think that stuff all happens seamlessly, so until someone points it out, they don't know.
Oh, that could be. That could be.
Or he called Miss Cleo. Only $9.99 per second.
All right, the latest man to write his own obituary kept things about as short as possible. It simply read, "I am dead."
Yes.
The 89-year-old in Germany gave his funeral home instructions before he died last month, and the funeral home followed through, publishing the 3-word obituary in 2 newspapers.
That's fantastic.
I am dead. Wow. Very sweet and to the point.
By the way.
What?
I'm dead.
Oh.
Yeah, kind of like the show right now.
Anyone on the air?
And that's so much for not pre-reading.
Isn't there anyone on the air? Isn't there anyone?
Nope, just Gene.
Michael Walters of Manchester, New Jersey, was due to be arrested for allegedly stealing over $6,500. Walters' manager and treasurer for a kids' baseball team was accused of stealing money from the team's account. Information about the theft came to the team's attention after learning that Walters was unable to make payment to a winner of one of the team's fundraisers. But on the day he was due to be arrested, Walters showed up at the police station to say he'd made good on his debt after having come into a large amount of cash. Officers were suspicious since they'd just heard about a bank robbery nearby. They got a warrant and searched Walters' car, where they discovered items connected to the robbery.
Oh, what was his job?
He was the treasurer for a kids' baseball team.
That's horrible.
It is.
I think we had something similar happen around here one time.
Where is your honor, dirtbag? You are an absolute disgrace.
All right.
All right, a guy in Newtown Township, Pennsylvania, wanted beer so badly he caused $15,000 worth of damage. Police say a guy backed his SUV through the front doors of a convenience store just after 4 a.m. He then got out, grabbed 2 cans of Bud Ice, and fled.
That's what I would have done.
Really? The damage to the building is estimated at $15,000.
At least he got the Bud Ice.
Right?
I have something to say. It's better to burn out than to fade away.
That's when you crash your SUV. There can only be one.
All right, so there's just a brief little thing for the last one. It says the Washington Post has a crazy story about a Canadian guy who, at age 17, accidentally stole someone's Ford Taurus to go on a Slurpee run.
How do you accidentally do that?
Maybe he thought it was his?
Have you ever gotten the wrong car in the parking lot?
Never.
My grandma did.
I've done that before.
My grandma did that. You've done that too?
Well, because everybody has the same darn Ford Taurus.
Oh, yeah.
That used to happen years ago. My dad has a story because, you know, you had the Model A or you had, you know, whatever, but he had some kind of car that was, you know, just like every other car. And the keys actually didn't match. You could take any key and go in it. And he came out one night out of a tavern and his car was gone. And then he noticed there was a car just like his sitting like 2 spaces away. And he said, well, it's not my car. So, but he went and got in the car and drove it home. And then the next morning got the, you know, things out of the glove box and knew the person and called them, and they swapped their cars back.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
Yep.
All right.
My grandma had gone into a grocery store, and Grandpa had stayed in the car, and they had those Toyota Corollas, which, at that time were fairly plentiful. And she'd gone in the grocery store, came out, got in the wrong car, and looked over and realized it wasn't my grandpa sitting in the seat next to her. And he was like 2 cars down from that one. So she got out of the car, got her groceries out, and went and sat in next to Grandpa.
Nice.
So, yeah.
That's cute. Mm-hmm. All right, so let's. This is your odd news for
Friday.
And before I fire off the last sound effect, I just want to say, if this happens to you, this whole car thing, and you mistakenly set in a sports car, this is the proper thing to say.
I've got news for you. You're mine now. You belong to me.